Girl picked up a homeless kitten and later a surprise awaited her. When a young girl rescued a tiny homeless kitten, she thought she was simply giving it a second chance at life. Little did she know, this small act of kindness would lead to an unexpected surprise. What happened next was something she never could have imagined. Then she heard it, a faint, heart-wrenching cry echoing from the alleyway. Peering into the dim light, she spotted a tiny bundle of red fur curled up against a damp brick wall, a kitten no older than a few weeks. Its swollen, watery eyes blinked weakly, and its tiny body trembled. Someone had discarded it like trash. A familiar ache stirred within her, one she knew all too well. She, too, had once been left behind, abandoned at the orphanage gates with nothing but a small teddy bear. A memory she usually kept buried now surfaced, sharp and painful. Sasha couldn't walk away. She gently scooped up the frail, trembling kitten, feeling an instant connection, an unspoken responsibility. She named him Rozhik, meaning ginger in her native tongue, and soon he filled a void she never knew existed. He became her constant companion, a soft, purring presence on her lap as she pored over books in her tiny apartment, a silent confidant when loneliness crept in. With bright, playful eyes, he chased dust bunnies, batting them with tiny paws, bringing a spark of joy into her world. He didn't judge, he didn't expect, he simply was there with her. Before Rozhik, there had been Boris. He'd been everything to her, or so she had thought. He promised her forever, built castles in the air with words so sweet they'd almost made her believe. But then, the reality. The casual cruelty, the escalating demands, the late nights spent worrying, the constant fear. She discovered the drugs, the stolen goods, and the lies, layered upon lies. When she'd learned he was going to prison for something far more serious than she'd ever imagined, it was like a dam breaking inside her. She confronted him, anger and grief swirling inside her, and sent him away with a broken heart and a newfound resolve to rebuild her life alone. Now, months later, she was doing okay, not great, but okay. Rozhik was a key part of that. They had their routine, their little universe within the confines of her small apartment. He was more than just a pet. He was her anchor, her confidant, and her family. One evening, the familiar click of her lock sent a shiver of unease down her spine. It wasn't her. Panic flared. Before she could react, the door swung open, revealing a figure silhouetted against the dim hallway light. Boris. His eyes, usually full of a deceptive charm, were now hard and calculating. He didn't say a word. He just pushed past her into the apartment. Sasha's blood ran cold. She instinctively backed away, fear tightening her throat. "What? What do you want?" she whispered, her voice trembling. He ignored her, his eyes darting around the room, landing on the few valuables she owned. The small television, the laptop she used for her online classes. He moved with a speed she didn't know he possessed. Suddenly, Rozhik, dozing on the windowsill, sprang to life, his back arched and fur bristling. A chilling hiss, so unlike his usual gentle purr, sent a shock through Sasha, making her jump. In a flash, the tiny kitten lunged at Boris, claws extended, his small body radiating fierce, protective rage. Caught off guard, Boris yelped, flailing as he tried to push Rozhik away. But Rozhik, driven by an instinct Sasha had never witnessed before, latched onto Boris's leg, sinking his teeth in deep. Boris staggered, his balance faltering as he crashed into the small table, sending its contents flying. Cursing furiously, he struggled to shake Rozhik off, but the small cat clung on with relentless determination, snarling with a fierceness that defied his size. Sasha, momentarily paralyzed by shock, suddenly found her voice. She let out a raw, furious scream that seemed to shake the walls. The sound, combined with Rozhik's relentless assault, must have drawn attention. Heavy footsteps thundered outside, followed by urgent pounding on the door. Boris, sensing he was trapped, spun to escape, but it was too late. The police had already arrived. Within moments, they burst in and swiftly apprehended him. What are your thoughts on this story? I'd love to hear your opinions, so please share them in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming content. See you in the next video.